I'm doing fine. It's cold. It is cold out here in these streets. But guess what? It is hot in these social media streets. It is hot in these social media streets. It's cold, cold, cold. It's cold over here where I am, but guess what? Out here in these social media streets, it is blazing hot. Woo! It is so hot in these social media streets. How hot is it? How hot is it, Karma Kaboom? It is so hot. Child, I think Brenay, I don't want to call her a war hog. I wouldn't dare call her a war hog because I'm a lady. But if I wasn't a lady, I would call Brenay a big old war hog. And I would say something like, it's so hot, Brenay is going to need to put a pair of air conditioners in the middle of her great big old titties. My God. Somebody said Brenay may have to sell her titties in order to pay for this lawsuit that she has lost. Child. The buffet's not gonna be hitting the same for Brenay. Why does she like to eat so much? Damn, I like to eat too. I like to eat too. But I feel like when you get a pair of titties that could easily look like your ass, damn, it's time to make some better choices, some healthier choices. When you start getting one, two, three, four, five chins up under your chin, it's time to make some healthier choices. Okay, I got a big back and a big body too, but damn, Brenay is a different kind of big. Damn, listen, this is why I couldn't even take it seriously when I first heard about it, and I started seeing little clips of it in the news and on social media. I said, this got to be a prank. This got to be a skit. Look at Brenay. That's all I got to say. That ain't all I got to say, but that's all I got to say. Look at Brenay. How can we take Brenay seriously when, listen, cheating and Brenay, it shouldn't even be in the same sentence. Cheating and Brenay should not have nothing in common. The only thing I can think of that Brenay could be cheating on is her diet. Damn. Listen, Brenay taking somebody's man, I can't take that seriously. I just can't see Brenay naked, number one. That's number one. Number two, I can't see Brenay having sex. That's number two. Certainly, I can't see Brenay in missionary or doggy style. I can't even see Brenay laying on her side. And if she's not careful, her titties, she's so top heavy, her titties is going to tilt her over. Damn. And then the audacity. The audacity of Brenay wearing some tongue rings, not one but two, and insinuating that she might perform oral sex and then have it performed on Tim. Look at Tim. Tim and Brenay look so fucking gross. Okay. I just can't see Brenay and Tim involved in any kind of sexual activity. Ugh. It just makes me want to throw up in my mouth, just vomit in my mouth. But listen, listen. Let's start from right here and work our way down. So many social media influencers are being sued and have been sued lately, which lets me know you can run your mouth a little bit too much. I think it's a little bit too much talking going on, and it's getting a whole lot of these social media influencers jammed all up. And child, they little social media chicks gonna hit different after they get sued and lose, which a lot of them are. And you would think they would have taken a page out of Tasha K's losing a lawsuit handbook, but they just keep on running their mouth and talking themselves into a lawsuit like Brenay has and did. And she lost, as we know. Some people saying it was $3.5 million. And then some people were saying it was $1.5 million. I don't know how much it is, but millions is millions, and money is money, and losing is losing, and she lost. And looking at Brenay, she doesn't even look like she got $1.75, let alone $1.5 million. But anyway, that's what she's gonna have to pay. And looks like to me, if she's gonna have to pay it, she's gonna have to pay it a long, 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 long time. And I've been checking out her social media. I don't see why y'all are fans of Brenay. I don't see what she's influencing other than to eat yourself into a blithering mess. Okay, I don't see what is the influence that Brenay has other than to eat yourself into gluttony. Hell, okay, what can she influence you to do other than to get into a state of diabetes and high blood pressure and obesity? What the hell can Brenay influence anybody else to do? Huh. That goes to show you that a lot of people just follow anybody for anything. And she's so non-talented to me. She's not interesting to me. She's just a big blob of goofy. Huh. But there's an audience for that, obviously, right? So he's nothing to look at. Brenay is nothing to look at. And Akira, the one that did the suing, Akira is cute, but Akira is given slow, special needs, high functioning, retard. Not retard, but there's obviously something slow going on in the mental capacity of Akira behind the cuteness, because after all, she was with Tim. And look at Tim. Even when even in his younger days, look at Tim. He's not a looker. And he just looks like a big old loser to me. He just looks like a big old loser. And oh, anyway, let's get into this foolishness, shall we? Let's get into this foolishness, shall we? Yeah. I just can't take it seriously. I think it's a skit. And it's gonna take God telling me it's not a skit. It's real. In order for me to believe it, I just can't take this seriously. Brenay taking somebody's man. I could see Brenay taking somebody's burger, but I just can't see Brenay taking somebody's man. Okay, I just cannot see Brenay taking somebody's man. Huh. Anyway, the lawsuit filed in Durham County Court accuses Brenay Kennard, a social media influencer with nearly 3 million followers on TikTok, of seducing. Excuse me. She has over 3 million, nearly 3 million followers on TikTok, and 274,000 followers on Instagram, of seducing and having an affair with her manager, Tim Montague. The jury found Kennard liable for criminal conversation. See, I don't know what that part means. Does anybody know what that part means? Criminal conversation and an alienation of affection, and she will have to pay $1.75 million for alienation of affection and $250,000 for a criminal conversation. I just don't know what that part means. Criminal conversation. North Carolina's alienation of affection law allows a spouse to sue the person they blame for an affair that ends a marriage. North Carolina is one of the 7 states in America that allows jilted spouses to sue someone for interfering in their marriage. I think this law should be nationwide in America. So, amongst the other states aside from North Carolina that allow jilted spouses to sue someone for interfering in their marriage is Hawaii, Illinois, Mississippi, New Mexico, South Carolina, and Utah. I am familiar with Mississippi being one of these states that do allow spouses to sue, jilted spouses to sue for alienation of affection, because I do remember one particular lawsuit not long ago. You can Google it and check it out for yourself. But I really think that this it's not a petty law at all. I think it is a law that holds a whole lot of merit, and it is a heavyweight law that is necessary because a lot of these people, as you know, these side chicks have just gotten out of control and out of hand and out of pocket and out of place these last few years. They've always been something to contend with, right? And as we know, a lot of these side chicks with their desperate tales sell, they oftentimes will do what a lot of these wives won't do, or have gotten tired of doing, or have gotten sick of doing. And some would say the side chick is a help to the wife in a lot of cases, and it gives the wife some breaks, much needed breaks and relief. And others would say the side chick is just a heifer that's in the way with some kind of audacity and nerve with her stank tail self. Well, it depends on how you look at it and where you stand from a spiritual perspective and a marital perspective. You know, a lot of these marriages, they're already ruined. So we can't really place the home wrecker tag on a lot of these side chicks, especially if they were already wrecked. If the home was already wrecked, okay? And some of these men, they were ready to leave the marriage anyway. So, I'm just not the one to believe that a man won't go where he doesn't want to go. If he's going with another woman outside of the marriage, that's where he wants to be. Period. And a lot of these side chicks, they're not holding a pistol to the man's head. They're holding some pussy over his head. In some cases, all over his head. But that's another video. But anyway, yeah, Brenay and Akira. Akira is the girl that, and let me say this. Let me say this. Let me say this. This has to be said. Okay, this is necessary to say it. I have to point out this. While Brenay is nothing to look at, Akira, on the other hand, the one that sued Brenay, she is very cute. But like I said, Akira is giving slow, mentally slow, and high functioning special needs. That's what Akira is giving to me. Something is going on with Akira. Why would she even be attracted to Tim in the first place? Okay, and let alone have sex with him raw, and reproduce 2 children with him. But she's very cute. But it seems like looking at Akira and looking at her body, energy, I'm getting slow. She it's something slow about Akira. So I don't know. But I just feel like this is a skit. I don't know why. Something about this is just giving skit. And I just can't not take Brenay seriously. It's the equivalent of Pastor John Gray cheating. I can't take Pastor John Gray cheating. Who would he cheat on beside a buffet? Huh? Burger King and McDonald's. Who else would he cheat on? I just can't believe that he would cheat on his wife. Look at Pastor John Gray. Can you imagine him naked? I don't want to. But allegedly, he's been getting naked with somebody other than his wife. And I just don't want to believe it. Same with Brenay. Same with Brenay. By the time Brenay gets out of her clothes and gets naked, she's out of breath. Damn. Have you seen her in several of her videos? Just sitting up in that vehicle, she's out of breath almost. Huh. But I think it's a shame that Brenay has spent all this money on food. Every time you turn around, she's eating. She's eating. She's always eating. Damn. And she's obviously ate way too much. And I think it's a shame that she'll spend all that money on food, but she won't spend a dime or a penny on a gym membership. Or maybe she has, she just won't use it. But damn, she's always eating. And I can't stand to look at her eating. Every time I see her eating, she always looks gross. And my God, my God, I don't think she can stand to gain any more weight. Damn, she's already short. Can she gain any more weight? Where is it gonna go? Will she grow another titty in her back? Shit. Brenay is too huge. That's what I'm trying to say. She's way too huge. In her little bitty body, she's short and wide and huge. Her body just can't take any more weight. Where is the intervention? Where are the people that's supposed to love her? It's not Tim, because obviously he's just there for the free ride and the free meal. Oh, my goodness. But anyway, somebody says she's trying to get pregnant by Tim. The eggs, they can't be released. Do you see what's holding the eggs back? Tim's sperm, they cannot swim through all of that that's blocking. That's that's all in between and all around Brenay. There's no chance of it. It's no chance of Brenay getting pregnant. It's no chance of it. Okay, she's so humongous. Okay, wow. And I just don't believe. I just don't believe that her and Tim are actually getting naked and having sex. I just don't believe it. I just don't see how it's possible. I just don't see it. But anyway, those nails. Can we talk about those nails on Brenay's hand? Those little chubby hands. Why does she put all of that trash all over those nails? And let's ask the question, how does she wipe her ass with all of that shit on those nails? She's just a big old tacky girl, okay? Just a big old tacky, raggedy girl. And those nails are so ugly. Ugh. How does she wipe her butt? How does she clean her butt? How does she take a bath or a shower? She looks so sour. She looks so disgusting and nasty. I just can't stand to look at Brenay. I just can't stand it. I have never gotten so hostile from looking at somebody's big old wide body. And it would be different if Brenay was humble, and quiet and civilized, but that does not describe Brenay. She's so loud and wide and wild and I just can't stand her. I just can't stand to look at her. And she just she's just in denial about her status, about her existence. She's so delusional. And whether Brenay wears makeup or not, Brenay is still nothing to look at with anybody's eyes. Okay? It doesn't matter what type of wig she puts on, Brenay is still gonna look like Brenay. Okay? The titties just take over the scene. And they laying down with a gangster lean. Okay? I'm so mad about Brenay's titties. They are so humongous. Why are they so humongous? Damn. Damn. Damn, Brenay. Huh. My gosh. And I just get so mad about those two tongue rings in Brenay's tongue. If anybody has ever needed an intervention, it is Brenay Kennard, okay? Where is Dr. Phil and a young Labazant when you need them both at the same damn time? Okay, and Jesus, she needs an intervention from Jesus. Can you imagine Brenay being naked? Listen. I have big titties. I'm a member of the Big Titty Club. And let me say this for the record. I have never, ever seen or heard of titties that are huge that don't smell sour. Mine get sour. So I know Brenay's get sour. Super sour. Okay. Brenay, I want anybody, damn. Somebody needs to load Brenay up. Just, j- just get a forklift or something and just load her up on a pickup truck and just tie her, spread her out as much as possible and tie her down on the hood of a pickup truck, a old school pickup truck, preferably, because we gotta have something that's hard and can carry all that weight, and just run her through a car wash because she looks so fucking sour. I'm so sick and tired of looking at Brenay because she looks like she stinks. And I'm so mad that Tim, he's so desperate for a water hog, water buffalo to take care of him. Let's face it, he's a kept dude. He's sponsored, him and Brenay. They sponsored by TikTok and Facebook and YouTube. Okay, what is she gonna do in the event of, okay, she loses her social media platforms for any reason? In the event of, what is she gonna fall back on? Other than a whole lot of potato chips and cookies and ding dongs and hot dogs and all kind of sandwiches and fried chicken. What else is she gonna fall back on, huh? Damn, has she ever had gainful employment? And Tim, where does he work at? Does he work? Does he even work? Just a big old raggedy deadbeat. That's what he looks like. And the few videos that I've seen, I've never seen him in any type of screenshot or video with his children. When does, well, he's alienated himself from his children. So I wonder why. Why is Kira only suing Brenay? Seems like she ought to be suing Tim too. But I don't think he has a job. Okay. So, this is a hot mess. And I just feel like it's fake. I don't know why. I just feel like it's a whole staged fake thing. Okay. And I just feel like it's somebody trying to audition for a reality show or something like that. I just can't take them seriously. I just can't. It would have been different if it was the other way around. Okay, if Akira was the side chick, I could believe it then. I could get on board with it and believe it. But I just can't take it seriously with Brenay being the side chick and taking somebody's man. I'm not gonna believe it. Somebody is pranking us, okay? I just don't believe that Brenay has the capacity and the ability to take somebody's man. She can take somebody's chicken. She can take somebody's hot dog. She can take somebody's pizza, a big wide box of pizza or pizza or pizza. But I just don't believe that Brenay can take somebody's man. Somebody's playing a prank on us, okay? I just don't believe that Brenay has the ability to take somebody's man. Brenay don't even have the ability to take a step on a treadmill or a stairmaster. I don't believe that Brenay is taking somebody's man. I just don't believe it. But anyway, Akira has won the lawsuit and Brenay has to pay. So some people are saying that she's going to get her accounts seized, and they're going to have to force Brenay to pay because she's trying to allegedly hide the money. And I don't know if she's going to be successful with hiding the money because she likes to eat. How is she gonna hide the money and she likes to eat all the time? She's gonna get caught. She's gonna get caught wobbling from the hiding spot and going here and there. She can't hide. She can't hide. Look how big and wide she is. She can't hide. Okay. And I bet she has snacks all on the sides of the bed, behind the pillow. Got crumbs, cookie crumbs, cracker crumbs, potato chip crumbs, all in the bed. And grease, and chicken crumbs, all in the bed. And her and Tim just having sex in the middle of all them crumbs in the bed. I bet the bed is so sour. And it's got a big dent in the middle of the bed, don't you? With her and Tim, because Tim is not small himself. I bet her and Tim and her, I mean, I bet they done just wore the bed mattress out. I bet it's just like a water bed. I bet it's just got a sunk in the middle of it. It's got a sunk in the middle of the bed. Okay, the couch too. The couch is leaning and rocking with it. It's leaning. It might as well be a rocking couch. I bet it rocks and it probably rolls too. Okay, Brenay, I bet all her shoes are just rocked over to the side. Yes, Brenay. What else can I say? She just looks gross. She just looks gross, I say. And I'm so mad about it. I have never. Okay, we got Precious, right? We got Lizzo. We got a whole lot of big, wide heifers that have come before Brenay, but Brenay tastes the cake. Okay, Brenay tastes the cake. I ain't never seen somebody so big and wide and sloppy and sour and nasty looking like Brenay. Damn, and it's her titties. How did her titties get to be so gigantic and huge and humongous at the same damn time? Damn, and she never wears a bra. Well, hell no, she don't wear a bra, Karma Kaboom. How is she gonna find a bra to fit her? Even if they try to custom make a bra, nobody has that much material for a fucking bra. Shit. And I can't stand to see her nipples. and they just sit way down there like some upside down missiles. She could feed a nation of babies, could she? She got plenty of milk in them. Plenty. She could start a dairy farm if she wanted to. Man, if she lay in the bed and eat some cookies, she already got the milk. She's a big motherfucker. That's what I'm trying to say to you. She's a big motherfucker, and I just can't stand to look at her. I just can't stand to look at her, and she's everywhere cause she's so fucking wide. She's so fucking wide. Of course, she's everywhere. Okay. Whew. My gosh, my gosh. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just keeping it real as I can. I can't stand to look at Brenay. And I'm so mad that she has become popular from this lawsuit. Everywhere, all over my TikTok. Because everybody got something to say about this big bit. Oh, she's a big motherfucker. She's a big motherfucker. Everybody's talking about Brenay. And it's not good. It's not nothing good. Okay? And somebody had the nerve to say that Brenay could be a model for a cow commercial, a buffalo commercial, a cow. You see, the satire, it just keeps on coming, don't it? Oh, I'm so mad about Brenay. And somebody said she got a twin. I know you lying. I know you lying. As if one Brenay wasn't enough. Damn. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. She got a fucking twin? Man, somebody tell me that you're lying. Somebody tell me that you're lying. I know damn well she ain't got no motherfucking twin. A twin? As if it couldn't get no fucking worse. Damn. She got a motherfucking twin. Somebody got to be lying. Somebody tell me that she does not have a fucking twin. I'm so motherfucking mad about this shit. Look, it's gotta stop. It's gotta stop. I bet she's somewhere eating right now. She always fucking eating. As if she hasn't eaten enough. I haven't wanted somebody to just get popped like a balloon so bad and just release all of that air. She look like she got a helium inside of her. She needs to be reduced. Okay? She is so huge. And it's all in her titties. And she likes to dance. Why is she still fucking huge and she likes to move around and dance? And did you see her in the car? She was out of breath just leaning up in the car and leaning back. Damn. I know I'm big too, but damn, Brenay is super big. Okay, Brenay, ooh, damn. Brenay's titties just take up the whole bed, looks like. And whether it's a twin or a California king, it don't fucking matter. Brenay is too fucking big. And her titties are the biggest I ever seen. The biggest I ever seen in my life. But anyway, child, do you think she gonna pay the folks their money? Do you think she gonna have to work out a payment plan like Tasha K? Yeah, she gonna have to put that 1.75 million in the layaway and make some payment plans on it. And she gonna have to stop fucking eating so she can have the money to pay the folks. Whew. Otherwise, they're gonna have to freeze her fucking accounts and take her fucking garnish her YouTube and her TikTok money that she get every month. And I still don't know how she got fucking fans and followers. How why does she have fans and followers? Huh? She not doing nothing on her social media but fucking eating. Okay, I guess it's a bunch of fat motherfuckers that like to look at other fat motherfuckers. Eat, eat, fucking eat. Fat bitch. I can't stand to look at her eat nothing. Whew. But anyway, it's a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame that Brenay is a fucking side chick. Damn, damn, damn. But they say Tim and Brenay's former husband. I can't believe her big ass can get these men. I just can't believe it. She must be feeding them. I can't. I cannot see how they are attracted to her otherwise. She got to be feeding them, luring them with food. But anyway, they say Tim, the one she's with now, the one she supposedly took, her and her former husband, Devin, or whatever his name is, he ain't no good looking dude himself. Of course he's not. Okay, they said that they was cousins. You know what? You know what? It's got to be a little small town wherever they are in North Carolina. It's got to be a little small town, population maybe under 500, and they don't have no other choices. And I'm, what's that I smell? I smell some inbreeding going on down there. Some daddy daughter fucking going on down there. It's got to be a small town, and they fucking each other. Okay, they gotta be. They gotta be in a little small town, and they don't have many options on the board. Okay, they don't have many options, and the next town is probably miles and miles and miles away, and all they got is each other and a whole lot of restaurants and gas stations. And Brenay is okay with that because she likes to eat, and obviously she like somebody planning her big. Ooh, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. How can she be even horny? How? The snacks make her horny. I'm not gonna say nothing else about Brenay right now. I'm tired of talking about Brenay. I'm just gonna say this and close this video out. I think it's a motherfucking shame that Brenay looks like Brenay looks. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Period. Thank y'all so much for tuning into this live. Y'all have a great day. And go over there. Find Brenay. Somebody find Brenay and do an intervention on Brenay, please. Please help Brenay to lose some weight. Okay. Then maybe I might be able to take Brenay seriously. But right now, looking at Brenay, I just refuse to believe that Brenay done took somebody's motherfucking man. But look at Tim. He ain't no... Holla at your girl. Peace.